Welcome back, Tip Top Tabletoppers. This week we've got something special because we hit the marker of 200 subscribers last week. So I want to do something special for you guys. And we all know how to put a model together. So while I'm making this model on the background, I want to tell you guys about somebody special, somebody that is a friend to the channel. This dude just started off with Warhammer, and he started off with some miniatures from the Space Marine range, but he really wanted to go into the Tyranids. So at this point, he has done the Space Marines, and he's actually started off with the Tyranids. And I'm going to show you some of his work, because this entire video is inspired on his work trying to create something great with a nice surprise at the end. So let's go paint a bit. Alright, like always, we're gonna start off with a nice dark undercoat. We're choosing dark green for pretty much the entire model because I want to have a coherency, and like I'm saying, I'm doing this off a scheme that I got from one of our viewers. And the viewer already knows about this, and his name is DarkTonTon. So I'll show you what he made, so that you can see what my reference is. But then still, I'm gonna start off really dark, even with the skin, a really dark purple, so that the contrast will be made more effective later on in the paint scheme. Also, the shadows this way get a nice dark color. Even when I work up slowly with the purple and eventually with green, but we're going to go there later, you'll see that those bright spots will pop up in the scheme, making this lictor very, very cool, at least in my mind. So yeah. So the color scheme I'm using is from DarkTonTon. He uses a purple with green, and as you can see, he started off with Space Marines himself, slowly working up to the Nids, and well, this final product he had really inspired me. So let's try and create that. As you can see in the pictures, he's using a really vibrant color of green, as well as a really vibrant color of purple. In my imagination of the lictor is more a stealthy creature, prowling around the jungle or the wastelands. So I'm not gonna start off with that vibrant. I'm gonna create that vibrancy in the highlighted points. So I'm slowly working up every single edge and the highlight edge that I can find to get that real vibrant color. I'm using purples up to pinks to create that, and even mixing the pink eventually with some yellow to create those more glowing highlighted aesthetic effects, creating a not a true representation of what DarkTonTon made, but my kind of representation that worked from his color scheme. And it's up to you, the viewers, to say if you would like that or not. So leave it in the comment. Do you like the vibrant color scheme that DarkTonTon made, or do you like the wording that I created of it? Let's go to the carapace, because that green vibrancy, I think I can make that really cool. Starting off with the carapace, you really want to try and get a nice opaque layer. I've already done the dark green at the beginning of the scheme, to get that difference between the purple and the green and knowing which way that I want it to go. But this is the point that you really want to try and get a nice opaque layer. So I'm taking still a dark green to make the entire carapace one and the same color before working up to a more lighter green. Every time that I work up to a more lighter green, I'm adding just a little bit of yellow. I use the 25% rule that I've often said, add 25% of the new color that you want to end up as. So if you want to go from green to yellow, for example, take green, add 25% yellow, do a little bit less, add 25% yellow, do a little bit less, and so forth until you are at the yellow point. And that's the same thing I'm doing with the carapace. So whenever you're trying this scheme or any of my other schemes and you're doing the mixture to get to a different brighter, lighter color, do remember the basics though, and always make sure that your layer, the one that you're going to work up from, is always nice and opaque. That's the only thing that I really, really want you guys to know. I want to really thank everybody for watching my videos, for watching the shorts, and for reaching out if you want to. I have a Discord, and I don't mind helping out or just talking with people about everything from the community, from the minis to the paint jobs. But for now, I just want to thank everybody, and especially DarkTonTon for showing his scheme and letting me make my own representation of that. And as a thank you, DarkTonTon, I'm going to finish this model up. So I'm going to do the basing, I'm going to finish the face and the head as well, so you can see that in the short. And I will send this one to you. It's my gift to you for being a friend of the channel. And for other people that are listening and they are like, oh, I really want that as well, just paint something up for me or anything. I am going to do that when I hit the 300, the 400, the 500 marks, all those marks. I'm going to give away miniatures, and I'm going to ask people what they like and what they really want to have. And I'm going to do my best to do that, either in a representation as this or maybe in something specific for that person. For now, everybody have a beautifully great day. Enjoy everything. Hit the like, hit the sub, and keep your eyes out for the next video, because I'm not done giving stuff away. Have a nice day.